Learning to code is a valuable skill in today's technology-driven world. It can open doors to a range of career opportunities, and it can also be a fun and rewarding hobby. However, with so many programming languages to choose from, it can be challenging to know where to start. In this tutorial, we'll take a look at some of the most in-demand programming languages and provide guidance on how to choose one based on your interests and career goals. Part 1: Understanding Programming Languages. Before we dive into the specific programming languages, let's start with a brief overview of what programming languages are and how they work. A programming language is a set of instructions that a computer can understand and execute. These instructions are written in code, which is a set of rules and syntax that governs how the language is written. Each programming language has its own unique syntax, rules, and features. When you write code in a programming language, you are essentially giving the computer a set of instructions that tell it what to do. These instructions can be simple, such as adding two numbers together, or complex, such as building a website or a game. Part 2: In-demand programming languages. There are many programming languages to choose from, but some are more in demand than others. Here are 5 of the most popular programming languages right now. 1. Python. Python is a high-level, general-purpose programming language that is easy to learn and use. It's popular among data scientists, web developers, and artificial intelligence researchers. Python is known for its simple syntax and readability, which makes it a good choice for beginners. 2. Java. Java is a widely used programming language that is popular for building enterprise-level applications. It's used in everything from mobile apps to web applications and video games. Java is known for its performance, security, and stability. 3. JavaScript. JavaScript is a scripting language used primarily for building web applications. It's the language of the web and is used to add interactivity to websites. JavaScript is also used in other contexts, such as building mobile apps and games. 4. C++. C++ is a high-performance, general-purpose programming language used for building complex applications, such as operating systems, video games, and other high-performance software. It's known for its speed and efficiency, but it can be more challenging to learn than other programming languages. 5. Swift. Swift is a relatively new programming language that was developed by Apple for building iOS and Mac applications. It's known for its speed, safety, and ease of use. If you're interested in building apps for Apple devices, Swift is a good language to learn. Part 3: Choosing a programming language. Now that we've covered some of the most in-demand programming languages, how do you choose which one to learn? Here are some factors to consider. 1. What do you want to do with programming? The first thing to consider is what you want to do with programming. Are you interested in building websites, mobile apps, video games, or something else? Different programming languages are better suited to different types of applications, so it's important to choose a language that aligns with your goals. 2. How easy is the language to learn? Some programming languages are easier to learn than others. If you're a complete beginner, it may be best to start with a language that is easy to learn and use, such as Python or JavaScript. If you have some programming experience, you may be able to handle a more complex language like C++. 3. What is the job market like for the language? Another factor to consider is the job market for the language. While all of the programming languages we've mentioned are in demand, some may be more popular in certain industries or regions than others. Do some research on job postings and requirements for positions you're interested in, to get an idea of which languages are in demand. What resources are available for learning the language? Finally, consider the resources available for learning the language. Are there online tutorials, videos, and courses available? Are there active communities and forums where you can ask questions and get help? The availability of resources can be a big factor in how quickly you're able to learn the language and start building projects. Part 4: Getting started with your chosen language. Once you've chosen a programming language to learn, it's time to start learning. Here are some tips for getting started. Set up your development environment. Before you start writing code, you'll need to set up your development environment. This involves installing any necessary software, such as a code editor or an integrated development environment, IDE. Start with the basics. When learning a new programming language, it's important to start with the basics. Learn the syntax and rules of the language, and start with simple programs that gradually become more complex. You can find online tutorials and courses that will guide you through this process. Practice, practice, practice. As with any skill, the more you practice, the better you'll become. Try building simple programs on your own, and work on projects that interest you. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become in your programming abilities. Join a community. Joining a community of other programmers can be a great way to learn and get support. Look for online forums, meetups, or coding clubs in your area where you can connect with other learners and get feedback on your projects. Conclusion. Learning to code is a valuable skill that can open up many career opportunities. While there are many programming languages to choose from, it's important to choose one that aligns with your interests and career goals. By considering the factors we've discussed and starting with the basics, you can begin your journey towards becoming a skilled programmer. Good luck!